Hey everyone, Xavier Radix here. In this video, I'll be showing some of the sounds of my new SP77 Soldano rack preamp. So quickly, before we start off the demo, I want to explain how I'm running this amp, because I'm using this amp in a bit of an unconventional way. So the guitar I'll be using in this video is my Ernie Ball Music Man Luke guitar. That's going into the Helix. So inside the Helix, there's a lot of effects that I've got set up. The only ones I'm going to be using is a clean boost and an overdrive pedal. So the way that I have the Soldano hooked up to the Helix is I'm using it in one of the effects loops. So the send of the effects loop is going out into the input of my Soldano, and the output of my Soldano is going into the return of the effects loop. So the great thing about this setup is that you're able to just place the preamp wherever you want. So that's basically the way that I've got all the things hooked up. And without further ado, let's get into some of the sounds of this amp.
So right now I've got it set to clean sound. Let's check that out. So the settings for this clean sound is basically the bright switch engaged, the preamp gain is set to about 6, the bass is set around 6, the middle is set around 7, the treble is about 5, and the output is fully dimed. So let's check it out with the bright switch disengaged. And this is with the bright switch engaged. So let's boost the front end with a clean boost. Inside the Helix, I just have an 8.5 dB boost going into the front of the amp. So this is how it sounds without the boost. And this is how it sounds with the boost. So let's go to the bridge humbucker for this. So let's check out an overdrive in front of channel 1 and see how that sounds. So let's check out the clean boost with the overdrive and see how that sounds. So now let's see how channel 1 sounds like when you dime the preamp gain. I'm not going to engage any pedals, the gain will be purely coming from the amp. So let's go over to channel 2. Channel 2 is basically the lead channel of the SLO. And for this setting, I've got the preamp gain set to about 4, the bass at around 7, the middle about 3, and the treble about 7, and the output level is set to about 5. So let's see how this sounds. So let's put the clean boost in front of channel 2 here. This is without it. And this is with the boost. Sounds pretty cool. So let's play around with the preamp gain here. I'm going to set the preamp gain at around 2 here. Let's turn it up to about 5. And for fun, let's turn it all the way up. So let's turn on the preamp gain all the way down and see how that sounds. That's pretty much clean. So pretty quickly it starts to gain up already. Now it's set to around 2 again. So between 2 and 3, it basically gets into the distortion territory. So for fun, let's change the EQ on channel 2 a bit. I'm going to keep the preamp gain at around 3, and I'm going to set all of the EQ knobs to about 5. So this is all 12 o'clock straight up. Let's turn down the bass all the way. Well, let's turn it up all the way. Pretty cool, actually. Pretty musical sounding EQ. Alright, let's put it back to 5 and let's turn down the mid all the way. It's a pretty drastic change. Put it back to 5. And let's turn up the mids all the way. Pretty nice for leads, actually. It sounds pretty good. Again, a very musical sounding EQ, even when set to extremes. Let's put it back to 5 and let's turn down the treble all the way. Pretty nice tune, actually. And for fun, let's turn up the treble all the way. So it's on the edge of being ice-picky, but it's still pretty cool. So now I've set it back to around the settings that I've got it in, so you get a point of reference. So for fun, let's check it out how it sounds with some other cabs. So the cabinets inside the Helix that you've been hearing are actually 2x12 cabinets. So let's go back and let's check it out with some greenback 4x12s. So we're back to the clean sound again. Let's check that out with the boost. And quickly with the overdrive. Okay, let's go over to channel 2 and see how this sounds through the 4x12s. Let's turn up the preamp gain a bit. it, so I hope you got a good idea of how awesome this amp sounds like. It's a very versatile amp. It does way more than some people give them credit for. So if you're looking for a cool old school rack preamp, the SP77 is a really excellent jack of all trades. It can give you crystal clean sounds, it can give you nice crunch tones, it can give you nice overdriven sounds, but also it does the amazing signature Soldano lead sounds that we all know and love. So again, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.